to get to the conversation right now. How you doing, everyone? We're here. Let's get this off the screen real quick. All right. So, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm very happy. He made the right decision. I really want to know how you feel, though.
How does it go for me all of a sudden right away?
I just want to know how you feel. You're younger than me, so this is something that because you went through a lot of different candidates. Like you went through Elizabeth Warren, then
I wasn't as I wasn't gonna
Abrams,
just
you just wasn't jumping for the Harris all the way at the beginning,
right? I mean, I just didn't want to get my hopes up. Like,
well, that I think that was my thing. I didn't want to get my hopes up, but that's why I'm wearing my uppity Negro shirt. And she's also Jamaican, so big shout out to that. Yes. I'm actually very happy. I'm trying to hold in my my excitement because I know that we have a lot of work to do, and I know that the attack's already started. The phony Kamala. I don't know what she's phony now. All of a sudden, she becomes vice president. She's phony.
Right. All of a sudden.
And I just know that I just think it's really important that we see Black women in positions of of leadership because I believe that the evidence proves that they are the backbone of the Democratic Party.
Right.
They they voted for Hillary at 92%, 96% of Black women voted. It's the highest demographic of any part of this country that voted for one woman. And just the fact that, I think that specifically what we're going to get to see with the attacks are going to be misogyny and, and I think that she's battle tested. I think she's battle ready. I've always thought that. I never understood it because the times I saw it, the debate, the times I saw her question Barr, listen, when she did that whole thing with Barr and picked him apart and, and also just showed the weakness, as a lawyer. It was really good to see her dissect and literally catch him off guard.
Right.
I always feel like, Republicans always seem to be ready, for whatever that was coming. And it was the first time I seen that, they were like, oh, wait, this woman's no joke. Yes, this woman's no joke. And so I think she's very smart. I've heard a lot of interviews with her speaking about how she feels about this country. I was concerned at the beginning with the Kamala thing. That really irked me at the beginning because I think a lot of times people, specifically Black men, like to, find the negative in what, she was trying to do. Yes, she's a prosecutor. So she's going for crimes. So if you're doing crimes, you're going to get in trouble. You're not going to like her. Your criminals are not going to like her. Okay.
Yeah.
So I get that. I also know that she worked very hard to get, this early release for people who, deserve to be out and just not deserve a second chance. The transition that we're constantly talking about. So for someone to be I believe that's
what it was
and
called.
Be progressive, I think she was missing that. She missed that accolade, and I'm just so tired of Black men not supporting Black women, and we're gonna see that. We're gonna see a lot of rappers who are not gonna be with it. They're gonna make every little question and everything, and they're just going to pull out all types of things,
all the stunts
that that we've seen over the years that they've done to Oprah. I am talking about Snoop. I'm talking about 50 Cent.
And I mean, didn't we see on YouTube with the librarian who did about CeeLo Green coming at Cardi and Megan Thee Stallion for them being too sexy, but it's okay for a man to have them in the video as props.
It's all over Twitter that
interesting.
Women are not allowed to be smart and show their sexiness. They're not able to be studious and be, ambitious. This idea that this whole ambitious thing, I just think that I've seen every black woman that's been in my life, from my mother to my aunts to my cousins to my stepmother to my friends to my own gay mother, who is trans. Black women have been always strong, always misunderstood,
Shout out to you, Roxanne.
Always being belittled,
right?
Because they're a woman, and on top of it being a black woman.
I mean, I just spoke to my mother. I mean, you heard most of it, but not too long ago. I didn't because I was. But yeah, we were all in our excitement. We were all in our excitement.
Literally, I just want to say quickly. When I got the text from my stepmother who said "Hallelujah," okay, it was like Hallelujah.
Oh, Miss Liz!
It's about time. It's just about time. It's about time. And the only men that are not supporting her are mostly going to be sexist. I'm not saying that everyone that doesn't support Kamala is sexist. What I'm saying is, what you're going to hear are, what's your reasons for not supporting her? What's your reasons for not seeing that she's the future of the Democratic Party? I see this as the last step before she becomes president. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is the gateway to presidency.
Yeah. I agree, and it's just interesting that this is the reaction that we're getting, or is it not? I mean, we should see this coming, but I just find it, it's a sad reality that there are going to be people, like you said, who are not going to be with it. But I think it's just. I don't know, guys, but what you guys think? Come chat with us. Chat with us at Host Chat Live. We're live on Facebook and Periscope. We'll probably upload this video later to Instagram. But chat with us. Let us know what your thoughts are. We definitely want to hear it. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's not going to be.
And she covers so many bases. She covers Indian, Jamaican background on her.
Shout out to Coca-Cola.
She's Asian, South Asian culture. She's also from an HBCU, historical black college. I regret not getting my application in time to Hampton University. I have to say that all the time. And, she's also from a sorority, and I just think, she's everything that we always say when we want leadership from black women. Like, it's always about, what bothers me when people go, well, suppose she wasn't black, or why you keep asking for it just to be black? It's not about being black. It's about being qualified in black. And this is a qualified black woman. Yeah. That actually, to be honest with you, is beyond qualified. She goes by the old school qualified, education, service. Yeah. That's leadership.
That's what I was saying to you this morning when we were thinking about when we got the reports that today was going to be the announcement. It kept saying it was imminent. It was imminent since last night. And I told you as you went to bed, because I'm up at night. I'm a night crawler, as they call them. Or just maybe it's just really bad insomnia. But they were saying that that Pete Buttigieg was on a flight to Delaware. And they had like the flight log and the map and so everyone was speculating that he's definitely going to be chief of staff. I told you this morning that I felt in my bones that it was going to be Kamala Harris, because one thing that we need is the Senate. And once we do get that Senate, we need someone in there who can make things happen and get things. Kamala Harris is the only black female senator. And aside from Cory Booker, a lot of people don't know that. Thank you. Aside from Cory Booker being the two only black people in the Senate right now, which are filled with all white people. We have more, I was just explaining this to my mother, we have more black people and Latin people and gays as well in the House, which is filled with hundreds of people based on our districts and how many people live per capita, whatever. Sign the census, people. Sign the census. It's important. And trying to explain that to her, the difference between the House and the Senate, and how, Kamala Harris would be a perfect addition not only to the White House, but because she has those connections, and that's what we need. Nancy's got the House. Nancy got the House together. That's why don't ever get Nancy fooled. Like she's a numbers lady, and she's also the biggest donor. We always go through it with that. We always try to Every time we get hard on her, like, you know what?
She has
Queen Nance. But
I think that Kamala Harris has earned respect.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like she's come through and just kind of floated through.
Mm-hmm.
She's won every single one of her elections. She was the first black woman to serve as a senator of a state, California.
Mm-hmm.
She was the first African American AG of that state too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I just think that when again you just look at her pedigree, and let's look at just like we look at men. If you look at the pedigree that she's bringing forth, she's without a doubt, I think, almost more qualified. And this is my opinion. I thought she was more qualified than Biden. Right. I thought the qualification that Biden was bringing was his longstanding history in government. But I also think, and I'm being honest here again, he needs a black woman that's going to be next to him.
Oh yeah,
he's clearly going to make these ignorant, blind, racially blind comments.
Black people are not a monolith. I didn't mean to say that.
Or there's never been a racist president
ever, Joe.
Until we got Trump. I don't know how that happened, but again,
if you agree with me, go to Joe 3-0.
But again, she has delivered
you ain't black.
over and over again, and just the way she sliced and diced Joe Biden. If you're going to show that you're able to be up to the task, then you're able to take on someone you even call a friend.
Yeah,
you know, when you're talking about a debate stage, this is again this whole personal thing. It's not personal. It never was. It's about winning the debate. If I'm having a debate with you, I'm coming for the jugular.
Right.
I'm going to make my point.
And that's what she did.
And that's what she did. And the fact that she showed that she has the ability to do that, not only on the debate stage, but at her job as a leader of a state senator. That's what I'm talking about.
And went back to work and said, what we doing? What she did with Barr? Like, what's going on? Exactly.
Yeah, she wants Barr's head on a stick. So.
Oh, we got someone here. Sean.
So I said that was the worst choice.
Oh,
explain
the worst
that,
choice.
Though.
Explain that, Sean. Explain how it was the worst choice, aside from the fact that she's a woman and black. I'm assuming if that's what it is. Explain to us. Tweet us at Host Chat Live.
Because her credentials, because you can't say nothing about her credentials. I mean,
thank you.
I understand the attacks about her criminal justice. But again,
what attacks about the criminal justice? What exactly attacks is that she prosecuted black people that was doing wrong? Give me proof that she was arresting people who were wrongfully convicted. There are people who got arrested under Kamala Harris administration as Attorney General in California who were wrongfully convicted by her department. And
I'm sure, you know what's so funny? I'm sure
proof.
You could find one. I'm sure, because you know what? When you tell people to look, they'll find it.
Then find it, and she should be held accountable to that, rightfully so. But it shouldn't be propaganda. My point.
I agree. It just should be propaganda. But people can have criticism about someone's record that doesn't negate the record. Thank you. There's name one person that was up for election that hasn't had something wrong with their record. Joe Biden, the crime bill, and how many times we're going to talk about this crime bill? His vote on the war. You know, his vote on healthcare, you know, I mean, until he got being vice president with Obama. But before, I mean, he was someone who he wants to think he was progressive, but I don't think he was until he met Obama, until he worked with someone who could find him in a way to get to be in a more progressive place. I just think that, everyone's looking for a perfect person, then you're in the wrong business. There's no one that's perfect person.
In politics.
But if there was a perfection, she's it.
Thank you.
She's it. She's that perfection.
And she's not safe. She's not safe at all. So the safest choice for Joe Biden would have been a white woman like Elizabeth Warren.
No. Amy Klobuchar would have been safe. That would have been safe.
Chloe would have been super safe. Someone who failed miserably on a debate. She got less than 5% or 2% of the black vote. How much? She didn't even get South Carolina. She wasn't even.
She had a problem with black voters.
And she ran Minneapolis down to Minnesota, and she was a prosecutor there.
But she's a good leader too.
She did not. Hold on, but she had that case that she did not handle properly. And she got creamed for that by the NAACP.
Well, you know what's so funny? I think you know what? That's fair.
Hold on,
fair.
wait. Sean says, go ahead.
You can't get over the prosecutor, her record as a prosecutor, and I think that's the.
Okay, Sean says he can't get over as a prosecutor. You know that's. I mean, I understand that. I have family right now who was locked up, wrongfully convicted. My father has been in and out the system, so I understand how the threat of prosecutors can be. However, when you look at her compared to someone like Attorney Barr, do you really think that she would go that far?
Wait, I mean, AG Barr thinks you shouldn't even be on the streets.
Thank you.
And you're a terrorist association.
Thank you.
So
Thank you. Right now they're painting Black Lives Matter as a terrorist organization, but you have white supremacists, people who are going around toting Confederate flags and protesting a virus that is breathable, and they're doing this and approaching police with guns and rifles, and nothing happened to them. But then Black people who are protesting and sitting out and standing out in the streets and demanding
and
justice,
white people, by the way,
and everyone. But Dominic, this is Black Lives Matter, and you're trying to paint this as a terrorist group when you know damn well it's not. And the terrorists that are here are domestic terrorists, who majority of them are white. But the FBI cannot act on that because it has been federally mandated. So here we are. So I totally get it.
Well, they can't act on it because the AG won't.
Thank you. Federal. He won't put that state. They
have the information.
Yes, they do. They do.
And they've actually came to Congress and
said that this is a threat. This is a potential threat when it happened in Texas.
The Boogie Boys,
Boogaloo
Boys,
the Boogaloo,
and all those characters,
the Boogaloo,
right? They have a problem. So I mean, again, I know. Like I said, you're not going to get a perfect candidate, but you're going to get someone that, and you have to also give people an opportunity to progress. You do have to do that, and she's just got to be up front with it. There's Sean is not alone. He's not a exception. There are plenty of men that are going to have problems with her criminal justice record, and I'm not here to defend her criminal justice record because I don't know.
But that goes for anyone in criminal justice, though. Like Amy Klobuchar, we're holding her accountable for factual information. Kamala Harris, like I said, bring it to me, and we will hold her accountable. Right now, as she's getting this, we will hold her accountable. For that.
How are you going to hold her accountable?
Well, by calling it out. By calling it out, and if she has not,
but it has been called out.
Hold on. If there's something that they can bring to the table, and then we have find out that she has not said a statement on it, and it's something that there's a family that has been waiting.
So what does that mean? We call it out, and then what? You're still voting for her.
To understand that these people are not bringing propaganda.
Sure, right now, you're still voting for her.
I'm not talking about Sean. I'm talking about the operatives out there who are putting out propaganda, and then people like Sean. Not to say Sean is one of them, but people believe that if you already have an issue with prosecutors and they throw a propaganda out there that obviously critical thinkers, and you got to dig deep to find the truth in it because you believe on the surface, then sure, that's how it spreads, and then you share it and another person see it, and then you already feeling the same feeling. So it's like, and that's how it works, and that's why we're trying to explain to Sean and others that continue that people can grow, but at the same time do your own research, continue to search more and see exactly what is all this about.
What I don't hear when people complain about her criminal justice is what she's done for criminal justice. She was the first.
Thank you.
AG to talk about that transition program for things. So it's not like, okay, yes, prosecutors, that's their job.
Thank you. That is their job. That is their job. That is their job to prosecute. And like I said, I've dealt with it as a young child, seeing my dad, and now even as an adult, my other family member, and it's tough. It's tough.
I also think
just like it's Jerry and Reed's job to come on right now. Shout out to the readout.
I just want to make clear that you do have a choice. The choice is between Trump and Pence and Biden and Harris now. Now you know your choices. So if you like it the way it is now, if you like that there's 1,300 people dying each day, that you like that, we can't have this discussion about Confederate statues, that we can't have a discussion about reconstructing our government so that it works for everyone, for man, woman, child, trans, whatever. It just should work for everyone. It's not working for everyone. And anyone to say that it is lying. So we all have choices. And then you're going to have to go into the ballot booth or get your absentee ballot, which you should be filing for now if you need be. And, you're going to have to make that decision. But I just want everyone to vote. I think I just rather people vote. If you vote the way you want to vote, fine. But at least get your absentee ballot. If you are afraid of going to the polls, get your absentee ballot now. File for it.
And if you live in a place where your mayor or governor or whoever higher up is not don't want to do that, then you need to demand it. You need to get the number to Congress and call your senators, call your people, and let them know that you want mail-in voting in your area, your district, because they're not going to give it to everyone. They're not, and you're not going to just knock on your door. And unfortunately, we don't live in that utopia yet, or ever. So you need to get out and do the work if you want to participate in the voting process in America. Not just the presidency, we got to vote down ballot as well. It's very important. Both sides, front and back. I just want to say, speaking of voting, that we are less than 90 days away. And for those people who, I'm going to put this also in the text here for people to see. But you can text the word friends in all caps to 26797. Again, that's friends to 26797. And when you text that to that number, you get information about registering to vote, and find out your status, what's going on. Because sometimes they change things. Just in case if you do need to go, you get your location. And it's very important that you know where your locations are. If you know someone who is looking to register, you could send his information to them and share it. It's important, guys. We have 84 days to go to the 2020 election. Again, it's a lot on the line. This is the most important election of at least my lifetime, which should be your lifetime. This is literally between life or death. We have the numbers rising with COVID right now. And it's not cute. And it's not, and I just talked to my mom about, someone said today about like the possibility of Christmas and Thanksgiving being, the same way like this quarantine. And if we don't get our shit together, it will be. We'll be celebrating 2021 in our homes.
We'll be celebrating. Ain't nobody getting their shit together. So
yeah.
We'll be celebrating, right? We're celebrating right here.
Exactly. So there you go. I put it on the screen right here, guys. You could text friends to 26797 and share, register to vote. It's very important. And we just wanted to tap in real quick and give you guys an update. About what's going on with this historic day. Once again, Joe Biden, the Democratic presidential nominee, has elected Kamala Harris as his vice president. The first time in American history we'll have a black woman, not only as VP, but just a black woman in executive role in the White House, and that room next to that president is second highest power in the world. Would you say? Mean, yeah. So
I know it doesnn't feel like we're that powerful in the world anymore.
Yeah, that's why I had to look at you like, would you go?
I don't know.
Right. So there you have it, guys. We'll be back on Friday for an all new LGBT TV recap.
And shout out to all my people overseas. We coming back. I know you miss us. We coming back. America.
Once we're able to.
We coming back to help. We're going to do this. We're going to do this.
We're going to be talking about entertainment, TV, the latest thing that's going on. We're also going to do a little influencer marketing as well. Got some stories for you guys that just hit our desk. Again, tweet us at Host Chat Live. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us, like us, share, all that. We're going to be adding a YouTube page, all that stuff. And you can follow me at EJPCO Corner, and you can follow him at Just Do Dirty 2 on Twitter and Just Do Dirty on Instagram. He'll explain that later. Or just listen to Host Chat Live. Listen to one of our old episodes. Follow the links. We'll be back with a brand new season in September, season 3. All new stuff for you guys. So I just want to thank everyone for participating today. Sean, thank you so much for your questions and concerns. We're all in this together. Again, text friends to 26797. Register to vote. And let's get this orange sociopath out of the goddamn White House. We'll see you on Friday.